What up, y'all? It's your boy Depp. You know what I'm saying? Reporting. Um, Doing this vlog, whatever you want to call it, because I just got to address some things that happened with the event on Friday. You know what I'm saying? My hands kind of been forced to speak on it. You know, I'm cool either way. You know what I mean? My whole position in this whole battle rap shit is I've been a fan from day one and been supportive of the grind and the system up here in Minnesota. How I became to actually be running stuff in Loudmouth League, Minnesota, is actually it just happened. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers respecting my opinion about things and the way I move and get down, and I kind of just, I don't know, it just came about. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I set out to do anything. You know what I mean? I like being a fan, first of all, before throwing events. I'd like to go just come to events, get fucked up, and enjoy, and have a good time. You know what I mean? But with that being said, like I said, I'm a fan of it, and I've been kind of seeing a decline the last couple of years on the scene. So, you know, I just try to pull together what little resources I got or ideas that I could put together to, you know, try to help build on the scene. You know what I'm saying? So the Get Back card, you know, it came together kind of organically. When I first started, it wasn't too many of the battle rappers that had been around. Loudmouth League, Manslaughter, BOD, whatever. Wasn't too many of them fuck with me to begin with, to be quite honest, you know. But as the card started to build, the momentum of the event started to build, we ended up, long story short, we ended up with 10 battles. Originally, I just planned out to do a little 4-6 battle at the most event, you know what I mean? But we ended up doing 10 battles. And from the jump, I knew this could potentially be a problem as far as timing. You know what I mean? So that's why I had to set it up with the venue to start the show earlier than what they even wanted to start the show, you know, and try to get people there so we could be starting the show by at least latest 10:30. Shit didn't happen like that. Obviously, you know, cast was late. I think by the time we were ready to start the show, there was only one complete set of battlers there. So it got postponed. And then by the time the event got started, the first battle was Grizzly Jones and Gino. We had a little bit of problems with the, you know, there's a lot of newcomers to battle rap there. There's a lot of people that probably was their first event. You know what I'm saying? We had a good turnout. First of all, let me go there. We had a good turnout. Probably one of the best turnouts I've seen at a battle event in a while. I won't say ever, but in a while for sure. So yeah, we had that aspect. So there's a lot of new people there that never been to a battle. Don't know exactly how the protocol goes. That we're doing acapella verses over no beat without no mic. Some people still, you know, they're still on the freestyle shit. So that threw some people off that haven't been at events before. It was a little unruly during the event. But, you know, with that being said, like I said, back to the Grizzly Gino battle. You know, it was some audio issues. You know, I tried to do it with no mics because I still like the natural element. I didn't think there would be that many people to disrupt the flow of the battlers. I thought it would be that people would be chill, where they let niggas spit, get their rhymes out, and, you know, but it wasn't. So we ended up having to mic people. That was a little delay because we weren't ready for that. So we had a slight delay there. And then during the process of the battle, you know, as if you ain't heard, you know what happened, where somebody passed out during the battle. On cue, as who he's battling says, "Nigga, I'll make you pass out," the nigga literally faints. That was that was the craziest shit I ever saw in my life, in any type of performance. You know what I'm saying? So that put a halt on the night for the most part. We had to call the ambulance, had to get him up out of there, had to clean the stage, had to re-mic, had to recheck all that. So we had a delay, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. You know, that's unpredictable. Nobody could ever predicted that. And then like the drama that's been going on online about that situation. Was he nervous and fainted? Was he drugged? Somebody poisoned him? All that shit's going around. I don't know. Like, I saw valid points that he could have been nervous and passed out when somebody mentioned that. But then again, when he said he got the date rape drug in him, I actually Googled it, and from what happened and how it occurred, shit, it could have happened, because from what I read, all the symptoms related to somebody slipping you the date rape drug, rather it was in the drink. So the nigga smoked a blunt and got a drink right before the battle. If you look at it, If you Google date rape drug side effects or symptoms, you can crush it up, put it in weed, or you can crush it up, put it in a drink. He had both before the battle, and said he came from a party before the battle. They say it takes 20 minutes to run through your system, and then shit happens. But he had all the symptoms that go with date rape drug: the vomiting, the pass out, he don't remember shit the next day. So, hey, we don't know, but it happened. It put a halt on the night a little bit, so we was behind schedule. Man, like I said, 10 battles was going to be hard to pull off either way. It had to be a perfect night, and I knew from the jump that we was in a tight situation, so I was trying to get the battles out as quick as possible and get niggas in line once everybody was there accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple no-shows, and we had another battle situation where, it just didn't happen. The cat wasn't ready. Got drank a little too much, wasn't ready. That's all understandable, and I wasn't even mad at that because that means we could just pull these battles off a little bit smoother. So I'm saying, so we already like a good hour behind timing by the time we get up there. You know what I'm saying? So we crank out the first couple battles as smooth as we could. You know what I'm saying? Had a brief intermission, slight performance with somebody that wasn't ready to perform. That was my bad. But we needed an intermission anyways. You know what I'm saying? And then we come back to a couple other battles, and so basically there's backlash, and we missed out on a performance and really 2 battles that didn't happen. So that's basically what it was. The guy that couldn't perform, as far as I know, when I talked to him, I know he was mad, understandably, but he was all right. But his crew wasn't all right. They was kind of hounding me during the rest of the battles, but it is what it is. I told him, like, man, we had some battlers come from Chicago and Iowa, so my first priority was to get them on stage. See, they've come the furthest. You know what I mean? Like, the cats in Minnesota's battling. Worst case scenario, we could reschedule off for another day. You know what I mean? And shit, you think that'd be understandable, but like I try to get the cats that came the furthest on stage first. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. So the battles happened. I think all the battles that happened were dope. They were great battles to me. Crowd, we've been hearing backlash online about the crowd. Shit, it was a crowd. I don't know what you expect. I would have liked them to calm down a little bit in between bars so they could get their shit out for time's sake, but that's just for the time's sake. Other than that, I didn't see no problem with the crowd. They was into it. They was reactive, except for like towards the end and shit. You know what I mean? So, but that's what I'm about to get to. The main big hoopla right now is that the Ken-C and Metasota battle did not happen. And it's been a lot of backlash on my part on Loudmouth League and people dissing the battle scene based on this battle not happening. So I want to address that mostly. These cats are 2 cats that they build up their recognition on the scene as rappers, not necessarily battle rap. They got following as rappers, and that's why I reached out to them. I'm trying to cross over. I've seen them battle off cam and freestyle shit before back in the day. Ken-C more recent at some little like loosening battle shits they did. So I reached out to them to try to bring them to our stage and display what they got. And they were game. That's how we came up with this battle. The thought of the battle, but it didn't happen that night. And they probably had the majority of the crowd there for them. They brought a lot of people out. Like I said, based on them having a little bit of backing on the musical side, but not necessarily on the rap side. So we got their crowd coming into our crowd, mixing, mingling, and that's where the discrepancies happen a little bit. Where as the night going on, when people realized that they weren't going to probably make it to the stage to perform, we start hearing grumblings in the crowd, and people start hating and being obnoxious and shit. So that was that thing. But they ended up. So at the end of the last battle we actually did was Guapo and Streetwise. Streetwise came all the way to Chicago to battle, so I had to get them on there. You know what I mean? So their battle happened. First round, they both killed. They both killing. But like somewhere mid-battle, second round, the crowd started to fade. It's late. I know it's late. It's after 1. It's damn near 2 o'clock. So I know how people get. I know how I get when I'm in the crowd. People get unruly. And now they're starting to realize, oh shit, the event's not going to finish. We ain't going to get the last 2 people. So if you was there to see PT at 6 and or Metasota and Ken-C, their people started to get a little anxious. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's understandable, but they kind of fucked up the last battle, because Guapo and Streetwise, it was a shift. Like I said, they started out strong, but like somewhere in the mid battle, it was just like a shift of momentum and energy in the whole room. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. You know, then so after the event, as it ended, you know, everybody got their opinion on this shit. Meanwhile, Ken C, Minnesota, do 2 rounds outside in the back. I'm about to go look for them, like, man, to to approach them, like, can we finish the battles in the parking lot? This is a gang of people. Should we pull our cars, make a circle, shine our lights in a circle, let them niggas battle outside? It's cold, but fuck it, you know what I mean? Give people what they came for. But as I'm going to look for them, they was already outside battling. Like, they already in their second round. So I'm like, oh shit, dope. They got it out. Like how they they was real with it and still did it. No grumbles. But yeah, so that happened. Like I said, that's how the event happened. So but then like now the backlash is that now they're talking about the Ken C and Minnesota redo or rematch, but they want to take it elsewhere. They want to take the battle elsewhere. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen people that were at the show that the shit didn't happen how they wanted to, so now they trying to be opportunists and maximize on that opportunity. Now, it's like 3 niggas talking about they want to do a battle rap league now. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to take that. Like, that was my whole point. I'm not trying to do this shit forever. I'm just trying to lend my hand. So I'm not even mad at people trying to start other motherfucking leagues. That would actually be dope for the city, as long as it's not oversaturated. If you're going to bring quality to it and you're going to be real about it, yeah, let's do it. But if you're just trying to capitalize on a mishap that happened on my expense and our event expense, and you all come to our league and come to our battle, come to our venue and do it, you know what I mean? That's some bullshit, you know what I mean? So I don't know how I feel about that. If Ken C and Minnesota decide to go to another outlet to finish their battle, y'all need to holler at me. I messaged y'all both about rescheduling for December 6th. I ain't got no response, but then I see other people talking about, oh, Ken C and Minnesota about to happen this day and this event. So I don't even know what to say, man. I ain't even tripping either way, you know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all got to do. If that's what you feel you got to do. But that ain't proper protocol. Just keep it like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to say that. We trying to reschedule Nalo and Ilaf for December 6th as well. Hopefully we can reschedule 6 and PT. I know 6 lives in Iowa somewhere or Milwaukee somewhere. He don't live in Minnesota, so for him to travel up here, we're gonna have the date correct. Hopefully we can get him at the next Loudmouth event, if not December 6th, the one after that. But yeah, that's what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? So for all y'all speaking into the unprofessionalism on my part or Loudmouth part, nigga, get real. Y'all was there. It was a good turnout. The crowd wasn't that bad as y'all making it seem. And it was some real shit. The battles that went down were dope. The battles didn't happen was unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, and it ain't that much for y'all to be hating and going on and spreading this false information about the professionalism or niggas hating on them for them to be the headliners. There weren't no headliners when I did this shit. I just want to do some dope battles. I like and dislike all them niggas the same. I ain't got no favoritism, no bias for none of these niggas rapping. Ken C or Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I reached out to them to battle. The niggas weren't even thinking about battle rap till I reached out to them to do this. So if y'all want to take that battle somewhere else, I ain't even mad. Other than that, I really can't recap the battles because I had so much other shit going on where I didn't even really get a chance to enjoy and observe the battles like I should have. I always had somebody in my ear the whole time and shit, you know, panicking or whatever, or worrying. So the judgment is still out on that. I ain't even gonna judge the battles, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, like I said, I didn't even want to do this blog. I don't even really want to be on the camera for these battles, none of that shit. I just want to put together dope battles and let them shit happen organically, you know what I mean? Like I don't want no shine, none of that shit off of this, you know what I mean? So I ain't trying to be battling niggas as a league owner. I ain't trying to be performing at all the battles. I ain't trying to do none of that shit. I just want to put on dope shows and let that shit marinate with y'all, you know what I mean? But hopefully I'll be meeting up with the video crew this week to see if we can set up a timeline of when we're going to be dropping shit. And yeah, we're going to drop the Gino and Grizzly battle, hopefully. I know a lot of cats been trying to get at me talking about, you know, drop the footage of him fainting or whatever. I'm not trying to exploit the nigga. If I'm going to drop it, if it's up to me, if we're going to drop it, it's going to be in the battle sense. Like, it's going to be how it happened, not just a a little clip of the nigga passing out and putting on Roadstar and all that shit. That's not how I rock. I'm not gonna exploit the nigga, like I said, because he was a good sport and it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the nigga's good. Whether he fainted or got poisoned, whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? We live to see another day, man. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can't recap all the battles right now, but we're going to get at that footage this week. I'm going to try to get a trailer out here and get a timeline on when we're going to drop them battles accordingly. Peace.